First United, now Delta reporting issues with the coronavirus, and Ukraine and Russia looking more and more like a hot war. Coming up here on The Jog. Hi folks, Alex Klingelhoeffer here with Exencial Wealth Advisors. It is 8:25 here in the middle part of the country on Thursday. It is January 13th, 2022. Here's your morning jog around the economic headlines of the world. Yesterday, we talked about United Airlines, 3,000 folks calling in sick on the same day because of coronavirus. Delta now coming out with a little bit of an earnings update. Of course, they're saying Omicron is going to impact their business. We said, hey, legacy carriers, Delta, American, United, hub and spoke networks are going to be affected the most. Delta coming out and saying, yeah, we'll probably lose money here in Q1 of 2022 just because of coronavirus disruptions. As we get further into 2022, Delta expects to make a profit for the full year. I think that makes sense as you see the pandemic become an endemic, right? We're all learning to just live with the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. It's not that deadly. It does spread fairly fast. Getting back to travel, getting back to work makes sense over the long term. Delta, again, saying this morning that they expect Q1 to be a loss. Jobless claims here this morning, 230,000. Experts were looking for 200,000, a little bit of an uptick in jobless claims. We always talk about, hey, after the holidays, you do see a little bit of a rise in the unemployment figure because folks get laid off after the holidays instead of before. We're seeing that in the data. It still looks to be a reasonably healthy economy. We still got actually some really good inflation data today, where inflation was really tampered compared to yesterday's 7% number. On a go-forward basis, we do have a very healthy economy. It is our job not to mess that up. Last but not least, we've talked about sort of the normal run-of-the-mill economic factors, speeding up, slowing down. Let's talk about the right tail. Let's talk about events that could really derail a year or derail a portfolio that we can't control, but we do need to be aware of. Russia says talks are a dead end when dealing with Ukraine. It's threatening some military action. Again, this is not something we have control over as investors, but we do need to know how it's going to impact our portfolios. Areas that are doing really well this year, like energy, would actually probably stand to benefit a little bit if this becomes a hot war. Why? Because that area of the world, Russia, Kazakhstan, etc., those are major oil and gas producers. If we do see a hot conflict in the region, it's likely to send the price of oil higher as those flows are impacted. That means producers here in the U.S. stand to benefit. Again, not something we want to see at all, but something we need to know how it impacts our portfolios over the long term. If we do see a conflict and start to see some outperformance in energy, we need to know how to rebalance and adjust our portfolios over time, as we do with all exogenous events. If you want some additional information throughout the week, feel free to find me. I'm available on the internet. Until then, hope you have a very good rest of your Thursday. I am out.